things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we've had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved the King of Tibet very dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company I would have bade an hour ago.
These times will afford no times to move. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will. And know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, you go to her heir. You go to bed. Acquaint her of my son Paris' love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday, ha. Well, Wednesday is too soon. O Thursday let it be. O Thursday tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two, for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends, and there an end. But what you say to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. O Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Light to my chamber. Ho! Before me, it is very late, that we may call early by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious shrieks do lace the serving clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tippy-toe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it. Aye, it is some meteor that the sun, to be thee this night a torch bearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needest not to be gone.
Let me betain, let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark whose notes do beat the vaulty heavens so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come death and welcome, Juliet wills it so. Housed my soul, let's talk, it is not day.
It is. Hie hence, be gone, away. It is the lark that signed so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Some say the lark and the low-toed eyes. Oh, now, I would they had changed voices too. Since arm from arm that voice doth us affray, hunting thee hence with hunts up to the day. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam, nurse, your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so, love lord, I husband friend? I must fear from thee every day and the hour. For in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this court I shall be in much years, ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell, I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
Oh, I doubt it not, and all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our times to come.
O God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art so low, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Entrust me, love, in my eye, so be you. Dry its sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
O fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back. O fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune, for then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Ho, daughter, are you up?
Who is it that calls? It is my lady mother. Is she not down so late or up so early? What accustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madame, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears, And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling of loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for?
I cannot choose, but ever weep the friend.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death, as that the villain lives with which slaughtered him.
What villain, madame?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain, and he be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do not with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
I, madame, from the reach of these my hands, would none but I might avenge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not. Then weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live, shall give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt company, and then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Is my poor heart so for a kinsman vexed? Madame, if you could find out but a man to bury poison, I would temper it, that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart avers to hear him named and cannot come to him, to wreak the love I bore my cousin, upon his body that hath slaughtered him.
Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they? Beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out in a sudden day of joy, that thou expectst not, nor I looked not for.
Madame, in happy time, what day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the county Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed, ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray you tell my lord father, madame, I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom I hate, rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father, tell him so yourself, and see how he will take it at your hands.
When the sun sets, the earth doth drizzle dew, but for the sunset of my brother's son, it rains down rain. How now, ye conduit girl? What, still in tears, evermore showing, in one little body, thou counterfeits a bark, a sea, a wind? For still thy eyes, which I may call the sea, do ebb and flow with tears. The bark thy body is, sailing in the salt flood. The winds thy sighs, who raging with their tears, and they with them, without a sudden calm will oversee thy tempest-tossed body. How now, a wife, have you delivered to our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks.
Soft.
I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she be none? Doth she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to her bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful, even for that is meant love.
How? Chop logic, what is this? Proud, and I thank you not, and yet not proud. Mistress Min you, thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but funny your fine joins against Thursday next, to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church. Or I would drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness Karen, out, you baggage, you tallow face.
Fee, what are you, mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee out of the church, O Thursday, or never look at me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me, my fingers itch. We scarce thought us blessed, that God had lent us but this only child, but now I see this one is too much, and that we have a curse in having her. Out on her hilding.
God in heaven bless her, you are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue. Good prudence, matter with your gossips. Go.
I speak no treason.
O godded Geedon.
May not one speak?
Peace, you mumbling fool. Out of your gravity, or gossip's bull, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play. Alone in company, still my care hath been to have her matched, and having no provided a gentleman of noble parentage. O fair Desmondess, youthful and nobly lined, stuffed as they say with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thought would wish a man, and then to have a wretched puling fool, a whining mammet, and her fortunes tender. To answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you, pardon me, but in you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will. You shall not house with me. Look to think on it. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay a hand on the heart. Advise, and you'll be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not. Hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to bethink you, and I'll do before sworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
O God, O nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth, unless that husband send it me from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me, console me. Alack, alack, the heavens should practice stragglings upon so soft a subject as myself. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy, some comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing, that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you, or if he do, it needs must be by stealth. Then, since the case so stands as it now doth, I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dish-clout to him, an eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye, as Paris hath. Beshrew my very heart, I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first, or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were, as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from the heart?
And from my soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence' cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry, I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient domination, O most wicked feed, is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue, which she hath praised him with above compare, so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fails, myself have power to die.